lines. Today you're going to need a pencil, a spoon, scissors, glue, colors. You can use crayons or markers. We've got black, blue, red, green, tan, brown, and pink. And you will also need a cereal box. I didn't have one, so I just used this cracker box, same material. Remember, you can pause as you need. First thing is we're going to trace our spoon. I like to trace both sides before I do the top and the bottom, just in case it moves on me. And this is what we do before we draw our Santa, which will help us with the size. This is a little template I created, but I'm just going to show you how to draw it. So at the very top of the spoon, we're going to make a straight line across, leaving a little bit of space at the top of that spoon. And then I'm going to use my finger as a measuring tool to kind of draw a thick oval shape, or a rectangle with curved edges. And then we're going to draw a big curved line, almost like a rainbow shape. Notice how I leave a little space right there when I connected those. And I'm going to draw a little pom-pom or circle at the end. Then we're going to draw another straight line near the bottom of the spoon. Two curved line down to the very bottom of the spoon, or the handle. And I'm going to draw a straight line across, and then I'm going to draw a thick oval shape, just like we did for the hat. This is why we're using an eraser, just in case we make a mistake. Alright, the shoes, kind of like a curved line down, coming straight. A curved line on the other side, coming straight, and I left a little space to draw a little letter V. Okay, now I want to draw the arms, and I've got to make sure they're really thick because we have to cut this out. So I use my finger as a little measuring tool to finish drawing the rectangle. And I also want the gloves to be pretty big too. So draw big gloves. And do the same thing on the other side. Big rectangle, using your finger as a little measuring tool to finish off your rectangle. And then I've got my big gloves, big letter N and a giant letter N. Alright. The next step is the belt. So it's kind of a curved line or a straight line. I like to be a little curved. Remember, you want it to be kind of thick. And I'm going to use my handy dandy eraser, and I'm going to erase the spoon that we traced. But I'm going to leave the circle part of the spoon. I do want to erase the very tippy top, because I don't want that in the white hat. And I'm going to redraw those lines that I accidentally erased. And draw a circle in the middle, because we're going to make a little bell. And we just draw 4 little dots, the top, bottom, and sides, and then we connect them with a line, like an X. The next step is the face. I kind of want mine to be a little bit thicker. It makes it a little easier to cut out too. So I'm going to draw 2 curved lines and then erase the spoon. Now we're going to draw some eyes. So the letter N, another letter N. You could leave it like that, but I'm going to draw a curved line at the bottom to make it look like he's smiling. Another curved line for the color parts of the eye. Another curved line for the black part or the pupil. And then a little circle in the color part as a reflective source. And for you could draw little buttons if you wanted. You're going to get your black marker and you're going to trace. Oh wait, I forgot. I've got to add a mustache. So I'm going to draw a curved line, kind of swooping out, a curved little rainbow line, and then swooping out. And I'm going to connect them back to the middle where I started. And can't forget the jolly mouth. So a little letter U. I'm lining up kind of with the eyes. And I want to have some rosy cheeks. So notice where I start. Right on the side of the mouth. And I curve it all the way around the mustache. Back at the top and pretend like it goes through, but it doesn't. Then you're going to grab your black marker and trace over all of the lines. I'm going to fast forward this part. Okay, I'm going to color in the pupils black and also the mouth black, making sure I outline every single line I drew. And now we get to color in. So I'm going to fast forward through this part as well. You can color it in any way you want. Alright, so I chose blue to color the iris, or the color part of the eye, leaving that little white space as a reflective source. And then I'm going to color in the rosy cheeks with pink. And I am going to select a tan color for the skin. You can color whatever color you want. And it's a little hard because if you color with black marker, you gotta watch out. It might take some of that black into places you don't want. And then I'm going to color the hat. Notice when I'm coloring, I outline anything I'm going to color in, and I pick one direction, and then I color in that one direction, creating nice, smooth lines. It fills up all the little white spaces, and that is good craftsmanship. That means how nice and neat something is. So I outline, pick one direction, color in. Okay, I'm going to fast forward until the end. Alright, once I'm finished coloring, I'm going to cut out our Santa using small itty bitty chomps. Oop, don't want to cut the arm off, so make sure that you turn your paper with the hand you're not cutting with and cut little baby chomps, especially around corners or curved edges. You really want that to be smooth. So try your very best. And be careful around the head, making sure you turn your paper with the hand you're not cutting with. Okay, once we're done cutting out our Santa, we're going to grab a scrap piece of paper because we're going to use this as Santa's beard. So I kind of line it up with the edge of the face, right underneath the mustache, and I'm going to draw big curved lines, kind of like a cloud. You don't want them to be small curved lines because it's going to be really hard to cut out. And then right where that mouth is, I'm going to make a little U, about the same size we did before. And I'm going to grab my handy dandy scissors and cut that out. First I'm going to cut out the U to make sure it fits. And it does. Voila. If it doesn't fit perfectly, don't sweat it. We are going to put cotton over this, if you have some. Okay, once we're done cutting out, we don't want the pencil line to show, so we need to make sure we glue that part down. Get your glue. Oh, and if you have a cotton ball, you can use that too. That just adds a little bit of texture. So I'm going to flip it over, dot, dot, not a lot, glue it down right underneath the mouth, and then I'll need some glue for the cotton. If you don't have cotton, you can just leave it just like that. If you do, you might want to add some. Oh, I almost forgot. I have to color in the bell. And I want to grab my pencil and erase any little stray pencil marks. Okay, this is where you need your cereal box or some kind of lightweight cardboard. I would get help from a family member to cut this because you need a little piece to glue your Santa to. I think it's easiest to undo it first, undo the bottom part of the box, and then cut it. And just cut it down the side. Now you can open it up and figure out a place where you want to glue your Santa. Turn it over. Dot, dot, not a lot around the very edge so that the edge doesn't peel up. So get as close as you can to the edge. Do not use a lot of glue. Dot, dot, not a lot. And flip it over and glue it down. If you use too much glue, all the glue will seep out and it'll mess up your project. Alright, let that dry before you cut it. Now, cutting this cardboard can be a little difficult, so I'm going to get rid of pieces that I don't need. And I'm going to cut it out the same way we cut it out before and fast forward through this process. Okay, once you're done cutting it out, you're going to fold the top part of the hat and grab your scissors, and while it's still folded, cut out a V. Pull that little piece out, and when you open it back up, you have a little hole that you can stick floss through, a pipe cleaner, a shoestring, yarn, and just tie it, and now it's ready for the Christmas tree or a doorknob. Don't forget to write the year and your name, and I hope you had fun.